Greg Troutwine with Maritime Reporter TV. We're here at the North Shipping 2019 in Oslo. We're pleased to be joined by Asbjørn Halsebakke of Yaskawa Environmental Energy. And first and foremost, thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me, Al. It's always interesting to talk with you, Greg. Always.
Thank you. Well, Asbjørn, you're at a very interesting part of the industry. You're in the power, and you're in an environmental end of the power. And as you know better than I, there is tremendous environmental pressure on ship owners today to clean up their act.
Absolutely.
I'd like to discuss, if you would like, the Poseidon Power Portfolio, which I believe solves many of the problems that ship owners face today.
Absolutely. Poseidon Power Portfolio makes it possible for the ship owners to have a much more environmentally friendly and also future flexible solutions. It makes it possible for them to connect batteries, to connect DC systems with, and you can connect two different DC hubs with our very nice new product that's now part of the Poseidon Power Portfolio, EBL, or Electronic Bus Link. And then you can connect different systems and have a very nice energy flow going from one DC hub to another DC hub. And you can also have one generator just feeding the DC hub. Then you can move the energy from wherever you need it on the vessel. So it makes it much easier on the vessel.
Okay, so when you have chats with clients today, I guess what are their major concerns? Obviously, there are some new technologies, but they're proven technologies in other fields. But how would you categorize your talks with ship owners today when they're looking at innovative new power solutions?
They are, of course, it's all about what government is saying. And the government has to push this. And they are really looking into how can they meet the new regulations, how can they do that. But at the same time, there are also a lot of ship owners that are really concerned about the environment. And they want to do the correct thing. They can see that our product will help them with that. Then the Poseidon Power Portfolio is really something that supports them. It supports their mindset and their new thinking about the environment.
Okay. So for those who might not be well educated on the entirety of the Poseidon Power Portfolio, can you just give me a rundown of what you see as the key benefits?
Key benefits with the Poseidon Power Portfolio is that, well, we can connect any energy source to it. If it's solar power, if it's wind power, it's fuel cells. And do we really know what new energy sources will come? Do we understand 5 years, 10 years, what will happen then? Because my feeling is that things are moving so fast that we need to be prepared for any changes that will come. And one of those things is then to use our Poseidon Power Portfolio with the DC hub, the ring that will connect them all.
Okay. And I understand also you have an interesting case study with your electronic bus link, if I'm correct?
Well, actually, this is not a case study, but this is a real-life project.
Okay.
Where we have installed it on board a vessel, and it's named North Sea Giant. Mm-hmm. And there we have tested it, done a successful commissioning, and the vessel is now running. And instead of having 3 generators running, when they are doing critical operation with a diver in the sea, for instance, now they can have 1 generator running. And then if that is feeding power to one of the DC hubs, and then the electronic bus link makes sure that we have it to the 2 other DC hubs, where they have the batteries connected, and everything is then able to start and to be running. If for some reason that one generator should stop, there is enough energy for 20 minutes.
Okay, so how is it possible to go from 3 generators to 1 generator? What is it about the system that allows this?
In a vessel that runs in DP3 operation, you're not allowed normally to close the AC bus. You need to have it separated because it's in case of a critical fault, you don't want to lose all of the power on the vessel. But with our DC hub and our electronic bus link, it's so fast. We're talking about 10 microseconds before we find out that there is something wrong until it is disconnected. 10 microseconds from detection to disconnection. And then you will not notice anything. So we did a live test on board. DNVGL, they were saying, no, you have to do a live test. You need to prove your concept. Fine, let's do that. So we made a short circuit on board between two of the DC hubs, put it in, and then DNVGL, they were saying, no. We can't see anything. Where are the oscillations? If you have a fault, if you have a short circuit, everybody knows you have oscillations. And we said, no, it's all done. It's there, but it's just so fast. No, we have to do it again. So we did it 5 times. Mm-hmm. Then I was saying, okay, fine. Now we're happy. That's big. You can't really disconnect the fault so fast. It's not noticed on the AC system or on the DC system.
Okay, so obviously ship owners, vessel owners, particularly ones in this regard, safety is number one on their list. But I would argue that money is a close number 2. So in terms of dollars and cents, what does this system, obviously you're going from 3 generators to 1 generator, in dollars and cents, what does this mean for the owner-operator?
It means that you have less fuel consumption. It means that you have less maintenance because you're not running them as the generators as much as you normally have to. Mm-hmm. So instead of running 3 generators on 20%, now you run 1 generator on 60%. So it's closer to the optimum level for the generator, and then it's much better for you get more kilowatt per fuel, and also you can really reduce the maintenance cost. If we look at what's coming in the future, I think we will absolutely see some new and interesting products coming. We are of course looking at what's coming in the future, and one thing that we are now also included in our Poseidon power portfolio. Not that new, but it's there, and now we have the Yaskawa high volume drives. They are quite price competitive solutions. It's small drives from 1 kilowatt and up to 800 kilowatts. Very low harmonic content, and we all know that's very important on a vessel. You don't want a lot of noise on your vessel.
Absolutely. Well, Asbjørn, as always, you've been very gracious with your time. You're a busy guy. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. This is Greg Troutwine with Maritime Reporter TV.